Hello student of class 9. From today we are going to start a new chapter. The chapter name is Gravitation. This is the most important chapter in class 9 from the view of physics. And here we will cover some miracle theory which has given from Sir Isaac Newton. In chapter 8 and 9 we have learned that motion of object and force as the cause of motion, and without force motion cannot take place. So one object, for moving from one place to another place, we must apply force. We have learned in Newton's law, and also we have learned that force by force we can change the speed or the direction of motion of an object. An object dropped from a height falls towards the earth. We know that all planets go around the sun. Moon goes around the earth. In all these cases, there must be some force acting on the object. The planets and on the moon. Sir Isaac Newton could grasp that the same force is responsible for all this, and the force is called the gravitational force. In this chapter, we shall learn about gravitation and universal law of gravitation. We shall also discuss the motion of object under the influence of gravitational force on the earth. We shall how the weight of a body varies from place to place, means weight is variable, is not constant. We shall also discuss the condition for object to float in liquids. So let's understand what is gravitation. We know that moon goes around earth. An object when thrown upward reaches a certain height and then falls downward. It is said that when Newton was sitting under a tree, an apple fell on him. The fall of apple made Newton start thinking. He thought that if the earth can attract an apple, can it not attract the moon? This is the question. Is the force the same on both cases? He conjectured that the same type of force is responsible in both the cases. Then why moon not falling on the surface of earth? Because moon is more massive. So according to Newton, the both cases the same force is acting in case of apple and in case of moon, but why moon is not falling? He argued that at each point of its orbit, the moon falls towards the earth. Instead of going on a straight line, so it must be attracted by the earth. But we do not really see the moon falling towards the earth. So let us try to understand the motion of the moon by activity 8.11. Activity: take a piece of thread, tie a small stone at one end, hold the other end of the thread and whirl it round, as shown in figure 10.1. Note the motion of the stone. Then you release the thread. Again, note the direction of motion of the stone. Before the thread is released, the stone moves in a circular path with a certain speed and changes direction at every point. The change in direction involves change in velocity or acceleration. The force that causes this acceleration and keeps the body moving is acting towards the center, and this force is called centripetal, means center seeking force. In the absence of this force, the stone flies off along a straight line like a tangent. The straight line will be called the tangent of the circular path. So student, according to Sir Isaac Newton, the moon is not falling on the surface of earth because of the centripetal force. And this centripetal force, whenever will be miss, then the motion of the stone will be changed and it will fall in a tangential way. That means like a tangent from the circle on boundary. If a straight line touches one point, then it is called tangent. So the motion of the moon around the earth is due to centripetal force. The centripetal force is provided by the force of attraction of the earth. If there were no such force, the moon would pursue a uniform straight line motion. In that a falling apple is attracted towards the earth, does the apple attract the earth? If so, we do not see the earth moving towards an apple. Why? So this answer we will explore in our next discussion. Today we have understand that gravitation is the responsible for both for an apple falling on the earth and moon also moving around the earth. So but moon is not falling because in this case centripetal force is working, because moon is more massive.